What's up, guys? It's Beast, and I'm just going to go over some of the warrior changes. It's August 17th, and the patch was a couple days ago on beta. They ended up buffing Mortal Strike to 195% weapon damage. They also buffed Slam. They nerfed Fury a little bit. But anyways, I'm going to get into some of the changes that a lot of people... I know a lot of videos are outdated on YouTube. A lot of stuff's not updated. So, anyways, I don't use... First of all, to look at my talents, because I specifically spec Double Time and Dragon's Roar to show you how shit they are now. But normally I would use Juggernaut and Shockwave, and I'll go over that in a minute. I know I used to preach Dragon's Roar, but I'll show you why. Anyways, so they changed how Double Time works. Basically, you can't gain rage. What I used to do, I used to charge twice, and you would gain like 40 rage. And then you would probably auto attack. So you pretty much would almost have a full rage bar, so you can burst really well if you charge twice, and plus you have that mini stun. So it was really good for bursting every 40 seconds. Now you don't gain rage you only gain rage every 12 seconds, and you pretty much store up to 2 charges. So basically, if you use both charges right away, your charges go on a 20-second cooldown, and you don't have any charges for 20 seconds, and then you gain another charge after another 20 seconds. So pretty much what it is like in sorry, excuse me, I burped. But what's like in a PvP situation? As soon as you double charge, you're pretty much gonna always be missing a charge. It doesn't... I mean, sometimes it feels like it's worth it, sometimes it does. It really depends on what's going on. It really depends on how much uptime you have on the target. Especially if you... it's really difficult to tell you how it is. It feels funny. I don't like the way it feels. Juggernaut, in my opinion, feels better. But what I'm excited about Mr. Pandaria, there's a lot of different specs you can go. You can go like a crazy safeguard build to remove movement and parrying effects, kind of have more mobility. Especially if you play with somebody that has a lot of control and you can have high uptime on a target, then Double Time would be amazing. Really depends. What I like about MoP, you can kind of spec different things according to your arena comp or even like rated BG comp. I don't really play rated BGs, but it's just an example. But yeah. So Dragon's Roar also got nerfed. It does fire damage now, and I don't know if that's resistible. Not extremely sure. But it doesn't do as much damage as it used to. I'm going to pop my trinket and my banner that increases crit, since it's always a crit. So we're going to pop that, and we're going to pop the wrong thing. Whatever. It only does 91,000 damage, and I'm level 89 with pretty much all quest gear, which is a lot better than... most of the stuff. I still have a little bit of PvP gear on. But that was with my trinket pops, and I have a weapon that does 10,000 damage. So I mean, it's to me, I don't know. Like, it doesn't do enough damage, I think, because Shockwave, you can cast 3 Shockwaves in the amount of time you can cast 1 Dragon's Roar. Sure, it doesn't have the damage, but you have a lot more control, and it'll probably catch up. So it was a 91,000 crit. If you cast a Shockwave, the Shockwaves do around, 10k to 15k damage. You end up almost having the same damage and a lot more control. The fact that you're able to stop heals and have control over a healer or whatever is a lot more beneficial than Dragon's Roar at this point. So Shockwave is better than Dragon's Roar in my opinion now. Bladestorm got buffed. It's 120% weapon damage, but it can still be disarmed, so it's really not worth it. It doesn't do that much damage, so it's sad face. So I don't know. It does hit with both weapons as Fury, so it is decent. So I'll let you just soak that in. I guess it's decent for Fury. Mass Spell Reflection is amazing still. Basically, you don't need a shield for Mass Spell Reflection, so you can use it instantly. And even if something, I don't know, you can even use it defensively, and you have another Reflect right after that. So you have 2 reflects, pretty much. So that's badass. I'm not 90 yet. I am only 21% in. I will hopefully maybe we'll hit 90 later today, and then I can show you Avatar, Bloodbath, and Stormbolt. Avatar is probably the best one out of the 3. What else? They also changed Berserker Rage. It now increases your damage by 10% every time you use it. So you get an enraged effect. That's nice. So, anyways, they also changed the way Taste for Blood works. Whenever you charge and you Mortal Strike, you get an overpower, right? You also have a 30% chance to get another one. and basically it gives you a buff called Taste for Blood that increases your heroic strike damage, but it only gives you the buff if you get another proc. So you kind of have to get RNG lucky here, which I'm not getting at all. So it stacks up to 5 times, which is 500% extra damage. So we're gonna see if we can at least get like 3. I doubt it. So let's see. Okay, I'm not getting any stacks. I believe with a 5 stack it'll do almost 200k damage, which is a lot of damage, especially in PvP. So it's kind of RNG. Like right now I'm totally not getting any proc, which sucks. But sometimes you can just go, you can actually proc like 5 overpowers back to back. I mean, it doesn't do that much damage, but what does all the damage is when you heroic strike. It also affects cleave, but see right now it's at 200%. See if I can get another one. Come on. I'm probably gonna have to cast it. See if I can get one in the. Nope. All right. So it did 43k off a heroic strike, which normally only does 14k. So it helps heroic strike out a lot. It makes it, because both slam and heroic strike cost 30 rage now. So slam's still better, but you know, heroic strike still is not affected by a global cooldown. So it's definitely still what's supposed to be a rage dump. But it's also a rage dump that can do a lot of damage now. So anyways, so that's that. That's pretty much some of the changes. Also, Deadly Calm's baseline. Deadly Calm is only 1 minute cooldown and reduces your next 3 heroic strikes by 10 rage. Kind of lame. Thunderclap also applies Demo Shout and your bleed effect, so it's kind of a one-button wonder. So it's really good versus rogues that dodge you a lot and you need to get the bleed on them. It's also good for PvE to keep your dots up on everything if you pull the big group. Anyway, so that's kind of the gist of all the changes. I might be missing some things, but when I get 90, I'll kind of do a more in-depth video. I just want to show some of you guys the changes and what's been nerfed, what's been buffed. They did nerf Fury a little bit. I'll show you guys some Fury if you would like to. Let me know what you guys want to see. Like, I'll show you guys anything. If you want to see Prot, Fury, even if you want to see some questing, I definitely will try to hit 90 to get all the gear and all that stuff and show you guys everything that you're missing out in the beta. Anyways, tell me what you want to see next. By the way, I may play Guild Wars 2. Pure fact that I'm going to be bored for a month straight, and I'm not going to play Guild Wars 2 when MoP comes out. I'm strictly going to be playing Mr. Pandaria because I'm really excited for Mr. Pandaria. But it'll give me something to do. Pretty much the no monthly fee is pretty, you know, can't really argue with that. Anyways, so I will keep you guys posted. Let me know what you guys want to see. We'll talk to you guys later.